welcome back to the Hacks and Wins podcast. I am Ava and I will be your host. On today's episode, we will be talking about how we finally settled in as international students when we arrived in Canada. Joining me for the discussion today, I have with me Bumi and Hannah. They've given us a brief intro about themselves in the previous episode, but I'll still let them give us a brief intro and we will start. So, Bumi, can you please give us a brief intro about yourself?
You know, I would have loved to start again, but then I don't want to. I don't want the new intro that I will give to contradict the first one that I've given. So they will just have to take what I give this time around.
Yeah.
So my name is actually Olubunmi. And by the way, everyone that is watching this podcast, every day I try to correct Eva on how to spell my name.
Oh, Lord.
She spells my name wrongly all the time. And I don't know if it's probably
intentional.
Yes, from Ghanaians, you know.
How
pronounce,
did this become a Ghanaian thing?
no,
Please,
they
it's
pronounce
not
your name
Ghanaian
Bumi. Pronounce it. I don't
No,
pronounce my
Bumi.
name like, oh, that's brilliant. They're not like if I pronounces my name. If I would misspell, and you have to correct her all the time. By the way, my name is Olubunmi. Olubunmi is my name, like my normal name. But then
Your normal name.
in Canada, you tell them your name is Olubunmi, and like, oh, before you pronounce it, don't worry, just call me Bumi.
Bumi?
I'm alright because I won't give them my English name, because if I can pronounce your name, you should be able to pronounce mine too.
Yeah.
So my name is Bumi. I came to Canada not too long ago, and I'm schooling here, and it's been a jolly ride, you would believe me. So basically, any other thing you want to know, send me a mail or send a message to me.
Send me a
Right.
I'll
mail.
definitely answer that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hannah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah, but my loved ones call me Sekyiwaa. Bumi doesn't call me Sekyiwaa. He calls me Nana. You can also call me Nana.
That's what she told us to be calling now, Nana.
Oh,
The
you
only
can
thing
call
I know
me
about
Nana.
Ghanaian names is Nana is a prefix, you know. Nana Akufo-Addo, Nana something. Our own is Nana nothing. So I like Nana, just Nana. So we'll probably have to ask her. Is it Nana?
So my full name
Sekyiwaa?
my full name is Hannah Nanekia Sekyiwaa Anaman. That
How
is
do you
my
want me to
full
pronounce
name.
that? That is too long.
Yeah,
It's
so
not.
you can call me Nana, you can call me Sekyiwaa, you can call me Hannah.
Anyone that
Oh,
you
you said you
Anyone
don't
you
like
want.
Canada. Anna is-
Hannah, no, yeah, please.
So if I want to
Doesn't
get you
like
pissed, I
that.
can call you Anna.
Please don't call me Hannah.
You know what to do, production crew.
Please don't call me Hannah. So Hannah, you can call me Sekyiwaa. I'm an international student at the University of Regina, studying MPA at the Johnson Shoyama School of Public Policy, and also came here last year for my master's, and I met these beautiful souls, Ava and Bumi. What is that?
You met a Nigerian. That's it. That should be on your bucket list. I'm not just a
What?
Nigerian. Come on.
Barrel list, not bucket, barrel. So yeah, that's about me, guys.
Right. Thank you very much. Yeah, so today on today's episode, we're going to talk about our settlement when we arrived finally in Canada. I mean, we're new. We're all new to Canada. We've never been to Canada before, so we will share with you our experiences. So, Bumi, before you came, did you book like an Airbnb for your accommodation, or like how was your accommodation for you, like getting a place to stay?
You know, for me, right, like I said earlier, like in the last episode, I had a friend
Okay.
here that has been here for years. So even if I wanted to stay in a rented apartment or an Airbnb, he wouldn't even allow that. So he was the one that came to pick me at the airport, locked me in his house for some weeks. Then I got my place. He was the one that even looked for my place for me.
Okay.
And all that. So I had the good fortune of someone that genuinely cares and probably settled me in, and I do not take that for granted, because I've seen situations where newcomers are exploited. But what our advice really is, even right from starting, and again, we should get this right, that the podcast is not about you coming to Canada. You can go to any other country, but the major thing is, it would be nice. It's not compulsory, but it would be nice to have someone in the country you're going. A friend, a guide, someone, not necessarily where you'd stay.
That's true.
Because information is key in a foreign land, you know. And information can make or mar you. What you don't know seniors you, basically. So I had someone that I stayed with over time before I got my place. He was swift, I was literally babied all through. He kept calling me.
See?
So
Good for you.
yeah, very good. Because I've seen people
No stress.
I've seen people have a very hard time settling in.
Yeah.
But it was good for me.
It
Settling in
good
was
for
good for
you.
me. Yeah.
It was easy for you. Hannah, how about you?
So when I got my visa back home, I went on LinkedIn and I typed University of Regina. And I looked through the list of people that came up, and I was looking for a Ghanaian name. That's what I did.
How many are you guys, anyways? Why are you looking for a guy?
Gentleman.
No, sorry.
Olubunmi,
I'm sorry.
please.
So
What are the odds?
you.
What are the odds?
You. So I typed University of Regina on LinkedIn, and then I was looking through the list, and I saw to look for a Ghanaian name, and then I saw a couple of them. I reached out to them like, my name is Hannah, and I just got admission to University of Regina, and I'll be coming. So can you please help me with accommodation? So I sent that message to like 5 people on LinkedIn,
Oh,
5
wow.
Ghanaians because I didn't know anybody here. So one of them replied, and then he was like, oh, hi, da, 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 da. And I told him that I'll be coming in September. So, everybody's busy here, everybody's working. So for someone to take time out of their busy schedule to look for an apartment for you, it really meant a lot for me. Yeah. So I spoke to him, and then I took his number, like personal contact, and then we started chatting on WhatsApp. So after a while, he told me about Facebook Marketplace. I didn't know anything. I'm on Facebook, but I don't know what Facebook Marketplace was.
Do you want me to make comments on that?
Yes, you can.
No. I want to shade the fact that I want to ask you a question, right? Does Facebook Marketplace exist in Ghana? Do you have that feature?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I just had to ask.
We do, but it's not
Facebook
popular.
You can't actually book for a room back in Ghana through Facebook Market.
You can search for it.
You can search for
Yeah,
it,
you
but
can
you
search
can't.
for
just
it.
send it to
So
the
you
person,
can
the
search.
person
Yeah,
can
so that's
go.
what I did. So when he
Right.
told me about Facebook Marketplace, I'm like, okay, what's this place? I went there, then he told me to set my location to Regina and then search for 1-bedroom apartment. So that's what I did. So I searched on Facebook Marketplace looking for a 1-bedroom apartment, and then I sent all the pop-ups that I was seeing to him to schedule a viewing, right? So after a while, like a week, I wasn't getting any room. And then he told me he had a friend who was also moving from Saskatoon to Regina.
Oh.
And so he thinks that we should link up and get a 2-bedroom apartment.
Oh.
It was like, okay. I'm like, I don't know this person. I was looking for a 1-bedroom, and he even told me it's easier to get a 2-bedroom than to get a one
bedroom.
and it's
That's
more
true.
expensive to get the
It's
1-bedroom
true.
as well. So I was like, okay, fine, because I was on a budget.
So you were
And
actually looking for a 1-bedroom.
I was looking for a 1-bedroom.
Okay.
And then my other flatmate my current flatmate was also looking for a 1-bedroom.
bedroom.
And we both of us knew that friend. So we had a
Okay.
mutual friend.
So a friend brought you guys together.
Exactly.
But you didn't know yourself back in Ghana.
No, we didn't. So she was supposed to come to Regina a week before my scheduled flight. And he told us, so we were both looking for the 2-bedroom apartment on Facebook Marketplace. When I find one, I send it to her. And then when she finds one, she also sends it to me.
you.
And then we both agree on one. And then we tell our mutual friend to go and do the viewing for us. And then eventually he found one for us. He went to take a video, showed us the whole place. And he sent it. We agreed that, okay, this is within our budget, and then we would go for it.
Right.
So that's how I got my accommodation. That's how I met my flatmate.
Oh,
So you went straight to
She's
your
been
accommodation.
amazing. So when I got here, I was communicating with a friend that I met on LinkedIn.
Okay.
And so I got my visa in 30th of June. So between 10th of June to September, I was communicating with him
All the time.
frequently. So he knew my itinerary. He knew when I was coming. So he picked me up at the airport. He knew the time I would get to Regina. So he came to pick me up at the airport. He bought me KFC. It was
Really
so
owe you.
fine.
You owe him,
I'm so grateful to him for what he did for me.
Is he
If you
still in
wanna give
Regina?
him
Give
He's
him a
some
shout
still
out.
here
he's
or
still in
something.
Regina. His name is Kweku.
Okay.
Kweku, thank you so much for everything you did for me when I was moving. I really, really appreciate it. So he did that. So he did that, and he bought KFC for me. He drove me I was like, oh, because it's really nice when you come and you meet somebody who who is helpful
Yeah.
and picks you up from the airport, because you don't know anybody here.
It's-
This is like a foreign
yeah.
land. You don't know
It's a very
anybody
big
here.
thing he did for you.
I am so
Yeah,
grateful.
sure.
And so I did that for he took me home to my apartment, and then my flatmate was already there because she came a week before I came. So she had already settled in, and then it was nice meeting her because we're always on phone talking. So I was like, oh, so this is Ajo. Oh, my flatmate's Ajo. Shout out Ajo. She's cool.
Why
she's
shouting out
she's
to
a
everybody without
sweetie.
paying? But Ajo is,
Ajo is my
Oh,
baby.
yeah, she's a very nice
sweet.
person.
She's the only Ghanaian I will never take a shade at.
How about me? I'm a Ghanaian too.
Eva, you don't want us to start this.
He just said you didn't take a good picture of him today. So this guy is having an
But
issue
the
with
picture was
Ghanaians.
No, we don't want to start that on this podcast. Trust me very much.
So that was how I got my accommodation
Okay,
and
alright.
moved into it when I got here. Yeah,
So it means you started yours back when you were in Ghana.
exactly.
Okay.
And I think to add to what she said, I've had people from my own country send me messages on LinkedIn. I've had friends that had people send them messages on LinkedIn or on Twitter. If there's anyone watching that wants to come to to the country or any of the countries, it's better to hook up with people there. I think it's an utter mistake to just go into a foreign land without at least hooking up with one person. One thing I can guarantee you is that Africans are somehow warm to their brothers and sisters outside the continent, you know. If you're Ghanaian, Kenyan, Nigerian, you would always find somebody from your country in any of the countries you're going. You're spread abroad. So it's better to probably reach out to them for questions and all that. And like she said, in Canada, for example, a 2-bedroom is always the best to go for.
If you
Most
have-
economical,
yeah.
you know. But if you don't have the option of a flatmate yet or something, then you can go for the
One bedroom, yeah.
Especially in this province, Saskatchewan.
And I mean, when she said a 2-bedroom, maybe you can give some you can clarify it some more. So do you use is it like a 2-bedroom with
So a 2-bedroom with one bath.
Okay.
So we have
You share your bathroom.
We share the bathroom. We share the
Kitchen.
kitchen, and then we have a hall. So then separate rooms.
Yeah. So you have your own rooms, but
Separate
you're just
rooms,
sharing
and then we
your-
share hall,
Yeah.
bathroom, and then kitchen together.
Okay, right, yeah. Sure, thank you. For me, I think I also had a friend here who also welcomed me at the airport, and I stayed with a friend for just a week, and I started searching for my current place that I stay now.
No.
And it was a bit difficult for me because after a week I had to leave where I was leaving. I had to leave
Staying.
where I was staying, and I had no time
To scout for.
to scout for. And sometimes you go on Facebook Market and you look at the place that you want to stay, and you go and you check out the place,
not the
and the
same.
pictures and what you're seeing is totally different. So actually that's an advice a friend gave me when I was back in Ghana, because he told me to check on Facebook Market
Yeah.
and send him. He'll go and check it out,
For
or
you.
maybe we can just make a deposit. Then but then again, I was like, how about me rather coming and using a week to scout around to get a place that I have physically seen and I like it. And I think it was the best decision I actually made. So I mean, I think one advice we can give is, if it is possible, you can book an Airbnb so you can stay there for like a week. Then after the week, I mean, during that week, you do your own search. So then you go to see wherever you checked out on Facebook Marketplace.
But there's a current, excuse me, there's a current housing crisis. in Canada.
Yeah, that's true.
So you might want to grab the ones you see, because you might end up staying in that Airbnb for a month.
and it's expensive.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
It's a
To
bit
add to what
now
Bumi
people
was
don't
saying.
even have the luxury of picking the house they want. People get a house they can manage in and they move on to start with, because the housing crisis is terrible. You want
To
say
add to what you're saying, it's been 3 weeks. I've been looking for an apartment for someone coming.
Wow.
My friend coming like tomorrow. She's coming tomorrow.
Oh wow.
And I haven't gotten an apartment. If I tell you the number of viewings I have gone to, yesterday I had to leave work to go and look for to do
And
a
you have
viewing.
still not gotten, right?
And I've still not gotten one. And they never get back to you.
yeah,
they send
so
you.
the housing crisis.
And
is
another thing
crazy.
is that most people who are renting houses do not want to rent to new students coming. because on the forms that I have seen, they always ask you your previous employee,
Yeah, do you know
like
why?
your previous employer, your previous
I think the
landlord.
problem with that is
I just don't know if you don't give
don't
the.
have jobs now.
But wait, if the person is coming to the country,
think they're
the
also
person has
concerned about-
budgeted for accommodation.
not everyone, Nana, trust me, not everyone.
So if you don't
I
give
know
the
someone that
chance
came to Canada with $500.
But listen, Bumi,
So
if you don't give the chance to someone coming, how will the person get a previous landlord? How will the person get? You need to.
No, what
You
they are
need to
saying is
give the
at
chance
least
for
you must
people
have
to-
someone that can probably stand in place for you, like a referee. Like
That's not a referee. They're asking for previous landlord,
Lord.
previous like your employee,
Employees
your
and all that.
employer.
well, you know,
that's what they're
while I
asking
don't
for.
support that, I think
Because
there's a reason
I've-
behind that.
I think there's a reason because they're also trying to make sure that at the end
because
of the
your
month,
landlord cannot just throw you out. in Canada.
yes,
They can't just throw you
they
out.
want to also secure their money because
know?
if they don't do that,
But here lies the case. There are two
take
people
you.
coming and they don't even have an accommodation, so they have to go to
Well, you can send one of them to
Airbnb,
Eva's house,
Eva's
and your own house. And I can move out of my house for them, but they're Ghanaians.
Why
no.
not?
They're Ghanaian, so no.
No. Maybe Cameroonians or Kenyans.
You won't accommodate any
If they
Ghanaian.
accept that Nigerian jollof
Bumi.
is best.
No, we are not
If
going
they
to
accept-
accept that.
then they should
We are
go
not
and
going
fi-
to accept
If they are
that.
going to accept that Nigerian jollof is the best, I'll move out of my house. I'll give them my room. But if they're not going to accept that, then we'll have to move on from this conversation. Eva, over to you.
We
Over to
won't
you.
accept it today. We're not accepting it anytime.
Then they have to go and look for a house. Good luck to them because of jollof rice.
All right, sure. So, Bumi, after your accommodation, what was the next important thing you did after you finally arrived?
I think it was the SIN thing.
The same.
I did it the following
Yeah, me too.
the following,
The following
morning.
morning.
It was fast, you know. I was told that you'd have to line up, you'd have to always. But mine, I went with a friend and we came in together, and it was fast.
It was
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
I used less than 15 minutes
To
there,
finish
and I was
it.
done.
And you were
Then
done.
I think later in the evening, my friend drove me to get a SIM, and I want to say something brief here, right? When you are trying to get a SIM here, you have different network providers
Yeah.
that offer different packages, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would have a package, and tomorrow you see your friend has a better package. Like, so you might want to settle down and compare. You know, I changed from Fido to Bell, from Bell to Rogers.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
wow.
And
What
now,
are you looking for?
You know, and now I'm even having issues with Rogers.
What
and
are you looking
taking
for?
them to CRTC and all that. So, you know, the packages are different.
Yeah, we're
you know.
always looking for the
And
best
for
package.
students, right? There is always a good package for you.
Yeah,
Especially when you
Especially
come to
during
times
this
like this.
fall.
yeah, full period.
You know,
yeah.
they are always very awesome, student packages. So you might want to calm down when you see a price and be like, oh, this is good. The next one might even better.
The best.
And I can assure you, you can even price technically.
Yeah.
It's you can schedule a deal if you keep pressing. They tell you, okay, you see them talking, okay, I can work around something for you. I can work around something for you. I can work something around or something. So you might want to push a little. It's a fun thing to do. You learn as you progress. It's not hard. Trust me.
Okay.
Right. How about you, Hannah?
So when I got here, I was also talking to another Ghanaian back home,
Okay.
and then I asked him about like the next steps to do when I landed, and he advised me to apply for my student ID like a week before coming.
Oh.
So yeah, so I applied for the student ID online on my like the school's website.
Okay.
So I had to go pick that up.
Okay.
And I picked that up, and then he helped me get my SIN.
Okay.
He told a friend to drive because at that time he didn't have a car and he had to go to work. So he told another Ghanaian friend. So it's good to network, guys. Ask for help and network. So he asked another friend to come pick me up at home. So that particular friend took me to the Service Canada in downtown to get my SIN, and that also took like 15 minutes. Like it didn't take long time. He just asked for my passport, my study permit. So keep everything on you when you go. Keep your passport, study permits, any other document you came here with. If you have a lease, just carry everything with you and be moving about on your errand. So we did that. SIN was done, and then he took me to Cornwall Center. It's like a mall here, sort of.
Yeah, it's like a mall here.
So we went to Cornwall, and then he was also on Bell. So he told me that, okay, Bell has a good deal for students, so I should go. I think we inquired about getting a new phone with the package because my phone was quite faulty when I came.
You might
But
want to explain to them that
also,
have packages
yeah,
like
so
that.
yeah, so the service providers have packages that they sell with. If you want to get a new phone, you get it comes together. So you pay for the phone and then the package for 24 months. 24 months. So at that time I didn't have money for that anyway. So I had to get the the internet, the SIM and then the package that came with it. So I paid $40 every month when I came.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, that was the package that I got.
What network were you on?
Bell.
Okay.
Yes, I'm still on Bell.
You're still
unlike
on
this
Why are you
man.
doing free?
Unlike this
I'm
man.
also still on Bell.
Unlike this man that keeps changing. I don't know what he's looking for. Are you looking for
Do you know
like
what
what
happened?
are
Let me
you looking
explain.
for? $1 or what are you looking for?
The first one I did, I think we didn't read when you already right, so we didn't read the terms very well.
Okay. That's why
Apparently,
you were advising that
you know,
people
yeah,
should
settle down and get the
apparently
better one. Yeah.
I think I was to pay $60. That's
wow,
huge.
that's a lot.
Then
for a student.
we my friend got like, okay, we can pay $40 actually. So we went back. I was like, oh, we have to change this. Okay, then we got a better deal from Bell. Not too better, but better.
Better than the first one.
$50. Then one day I was going, but it was not at Cornwall. Then one day I was going around in Cornwall and I saw Rogers. This offer is good.
See,
and I went to meet them. I was like,
spontaneous.
can I maintain my number?
Yeah.
And like you can, and yes, if you want to change your service provider, you can still maintain your
can
number.
still
Yeah.
And they're like, yes, you can maintain.
So it's like you're just porting.
Yeah.
Like what we
So
do back home.
I just told them, you know what, just change me. And I love the design of Rogers. Rogers is cheesy.
Are you using the
Why you
network or
love
you are
red?
using the color?
No, I don't love red. I don't.
What's your colour?
No, I just
What's
think.
your
Are you using the
favorite
net?
Black,
Black.
actually.
Oh.
I just think Rogers is cheesy. So,
Cheesy. You are thinking
but now
of
I want to
changing it.
move from Rogers
See?
because
Look,
I'm having a very serious issues with them. I will probably move back to Bell.
I'm sure in the space of a year you've changed like 4 times.
I've changed three
wow.
times.
and
But
you're
then,
happy.
don't mind these people. It's not criminal. You can change. In fact, you can
We are
keep
not saying
changing
it's
and
criminal,
changing and
but what are you
changing.
looking for? You just keep
Better
changing.
deals, awesome network.
No, I'm even planning
Yeah.
of changing with what
Thank
you're
you.
saying because what I'm paying.
You know,
And I think now that new students will be
That's what
coming
I was
in,
told.
there's
I was
going
told to
be good
wait.
deals.
because I wanted to get,
Yeah.
I wanted to change my phone to maybe the latest iPhone,
Okay.
and I was told
More
to
money.
wait.
More money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I also changed my phone anyways. But
Yeah, she did.
It's coming just next
So,
month.
so
Right.
yeah, I wanted to wait for the 15,
Ooh,
right?
Yeah.
So, but
Ooh,
he
yeah.
told
Next
me,
month.
he told me to wait. One of the
I didn't know
service
15
provider
was
that
coming
was
next
my
month.
friend is Indian. He told me, you know what? Just wait
Just
till fall when students come in.
Yeah.
The offers are
There will
superb.
be, yeah.
Just ask for me, then I'll fix it.
Mm.
So we're waiting for
For
it to come.
what sim is that? Which
Uh,
network?
I think it's still Rogers, but they
Rogers.
can work with any.
I think we just
listen,
have like good deals.
They have good
They
deals.
do.
on phone. So
Yeah,
on
on
phones.
phones, yeah.
So we just expect iPhone to hurry up unless as far as it's not white, I probably get that because I don't like white.
I
white
think it will
cells.
be the same size as the 14.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Good. So you were saying something before Bumi actually cut you.
For me, it's like that.
I didn't coach you.
You did.
You
yes,
were
you
done.
did. I wasn't done.
Okay,
Bumi,
sorry.
Please, you cut.
So
No problem.
now
you
I'm done.
cut hair.
So yeah, so after we did the SIN, we went to Bell to get the SIM card, and then went to campus to pick up my ID.
Okay.
And so the ID card actually comes with the bus pass.
With the bus pass.
So I didn't even know how to use like the bus system
Oh, God.
here. If we
That
start
should be
a
another
conversation,
that
if we
will
start
be
a
on another
conversation-
episode.
Yeah, exactly, please.
That's one.
God, imagine getting
I
lost
missed
in
my
the
bus
minus
several
40.
times.
The number of times I've missed my bus.
It's not even about
Eva.
missing buses. It's about being at the
Even
right
knowing
bus stops,
how-
And
knowing
the
the
bus
kind of.
is just
And it's not
No.
just that. In a weather of minus
Minus
35,
40.
minus 40.
There were days I cried.
You know, I've had friends.
My phone
told
went
me
off.
that
My phone
Like,
literally just
I
went
couldn't
off.
feel my
You
hands.
couldn't feel your hands, even your face.
And I
Your
was properly
face, your
dressed as
face.
well.
Your
You
face will
couldn't
be
feel it.
frozen.
It's terrible, you know. And
bus
the
system.
bus stops are not heated, you know. So you're
Oh.
cold.
Yeah.
Why would you-
Some of them are actually heated. Just few
Really?
of them, yeah.
There's
I've
one
not
on.
seen
There's
any.
one on.
There's one,
I think on
I think
Albert.
on yes, on the
Albert.
Albert Street.
Connects
There's-
us.
Because
Yeah, that one is
I
heated.
was
Heated.
tempted to write some of the MPs, you know.
You're writing letter to MPs to
No,
hit
they
them.
asked
You can be at the bus stop,
I
and when the
wanted
bus
to
delays,
write more some of the MPs. Like, come on, because people, I could, you know, you get there and you're not feeling convenient. Your boss just goes right in front of you, and there's nothing you can do. It's terrible.
It's terrible.
And if you want to start this bus thing, we'll not finish this
We'll
episode.
finish. We'll put it in another episode.
So
Sure.
now you can go ahead.
So after I got my ID, I was told that I need to activate my bus pass that also comes together with the student ID.
So your student ID is
Doubles
also
as the bus pass for students. So
yeah.
as students coming
From
to
your
University of
school.
Regina, I don't think it's the same for every school.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Because
Yeah,
I
think
have a friend in Sax Poly and she has to buy
a
her
bus pass.
herself.
Yeah.
Oh.
So so the students get a discount. I think it's $80.
No, it varies actually.
A
so
month.
you don't have to give figures to it. I think it varies.
Okay, yeah. So ours was a bit discounted
Yeah.
for the semester that you were for like active
enrolled,
semesters.
yeah.
So like in fall and winter you get a discount, but in summer and spring there's no discount for
Some of us
students.
actually worked in summer since we was inactivated.
There was no discount for students during the summer semesters, and that was a shocker
And
to
spring
me.
semesters.
And
too.
spring, that was a shocker to me. So as we came like fresh students, we knew that students get a discounted bus pass, right?
Yeah.
So in the fall semester we got a discount, in the summer, in
winter
the
we
winter we
got-
got a discount. So I was taking classes in the spring semester, so I was like, okay, if you get a discount during the fall and winter, I would definitely get a discount.
in the spring.
Tell me why. I went to campus to activate my bus, but like I usually do on the start
Every
of the semester.
yeah.
I went there, they told me that, my dear,
You have to
you have to pay the regular price. But I'm like, wait a minute. Why? What's going on? And they told that if you're not taking classes like you're not a full like
Full
student
time
during the
student.
spring and summer semester. So there's no discount. You paid like $100 or I paid $100 for July and May and June,
Mm-hmm.
and then July, August, I had to pay like $80 for like.
Wow.
That's outrageous.
That's $180.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's
Just
a lot.
bring money for your car.
That's a lot.
A car in this province, it's not luxury. It's a necessity. So.
Yeah.
Nana is
Coming
getting a
from
car.
someone who's buying a car next week.
Woo!
Nice. That's for fake news. That's fake. It's fake news. Don't mind these people. They are Ghanaians. You don't trust them except their president.
Oh.
You can cut that part anyways because I love their president.
Right. So, Hannah, you mentioned something about the bus pass. Can you briefly tell us about how the transit system is in Regina?
Okay, so the most common one is the bus.
The bus.
For
I mean,
students.
I also
For
use the
students
bus.
because bus any day, anytime.
Yeah.
Even in the
Anywhere you're
winter,
going, you can use
minus
it.
40 plus 30
You are
busing.
good.
So, because you're trying to like be on a budget as a student, you don't have to be like overly
Extravagant,
stressing yourself. Yeah. So the bus, there's a bus system here that so there's a east, west, south, northwest in Regina. So like there's this demarcation that I don't even know where the east starts and ends, but there's some sort
There's a
of demarcation. So there are buses that run through the whole like city.
Yeah.
And then there's Uber, of course. There's Capital. There are taxis
Yeah.
that you can also pick.
I think they have a cooperative taxi or something.
Yeah, there are taxis. There's a scooter that you can get on with your phone. You just tap on it and then you can ride on it to where you're
wherever
going
you want
to.
go.
Or you can also buy a bicycle if you want. I don't know how to ride a
Lots of people
bicycle.
use bicycle too.
A friend of mine bought a bicycle. And I asked my friend. So his name is Chisom anyways.
Oh, Chisom.
Yeah, I think you know Chisom. So one day, I was just there hanging out. Chisom called me. Nana, I want to buy a bicycle. I asked Chisom, are you sure you can ride a bicycle from your house to campus every day?
Even
in the winter? He's like, yeah. He told me yes. So we're actually going to town to do something else. And then Chisom was like, let's go to Canadian Tire and buy a bicycle. We bought the bicycle a week later. Chisom told me that he's selling the bicycle. Tell me why, guys. Tell me why Chisom sold the bicycle in a week. And then he called me to come and take pictures of the bicycle to sell
On Facebook Market.
on Facebook Marketplace. Tell me. So please, if you know, it's cold here. It's cold here, please.
I think bicycles are very good during the
summer. But if you think that's your main means of transportation, please rethink your decision. So that you don't be like my friend Chisom.
So he finally sold it?
So he sold the bicycle. I took pictures of it and we sold it on Facebook Marketplace. So that's for the bicycle. So please be be wary.
warned,
So, but the common one is the bus.
The bus,
The
yeah.
bus system, yeah.
Yeah.
And getting to know how to use the bus system is also like
It's
a three
another-
credit course because you need to know where to stand. You need to know what time the bus comes.
come.
You need to
Yeah.
know like where you are, whether you're getting 2 buses or 1.
Yeah.
You need to know like there's a lot.
And you can actually be picking, for instance, you can be picking a particular bus, maybe bus 7. But even with the bus 7,
There are 2.
There are 2. We have Whitmore and we have is it Glencairn or
Yeah.
whatever it is. But if you don't know
You don't
which
know.
particular bus 7 you're picking,
Please.
you can actually miss it. I think I missed my bus a couple of times, and like Bumi said, during the winter, I cried. I cried at the bus stop. And nobody
The
can actually
tears.
just stop for you to and pick you, or and that thing is, I even wanted to order Uber after I had missed my bus, but I couldn't even pick my phone because my hands were freezing. I had to just quickly, try my best and walk to a nearby restaurant. And I told them that, please, can I just sit down and cool? And I said, why not? And then I cooled down because at that place they had some, heaters. And I cooled down before I picked the Uber. So when I came back, I had to now come and search how to make like transiting easy for you with the bus pass. And I
That's
realized
when
that
there's Transit Live.
So guys, Transit Live really
It
helps
really
out
helps.
in Saskatchewan, like in Regina. So you just have to download it on your. No,
Yes.
you don't even have to download. You just go on
On
Google
the
on the web,
website,
and you get
yeah.
a live updates. And if you know your bus stop like from your home or your work, you just check it where the bus is, and you can actually know
Where-
how soon and where the bus will stop, and you just go and stand there. And that's what I do now. Now, even when my house to my workplace is just like a 10 minutes by bus, when during the winter time when like there was so much doing during my classes time and like juggling it with work, I can wake up around like my work schedule starts at 9:30. I can wake up like 9:15, but 5 minutes and go and stand at the
A
bus
bus
stop
stop, oh.
9:25 and 5 minutes I should be there
should
at
be
the
there.
office.
So
So it
it's
really
just
helps.
about-
Transit Live really has helped
Exactly.
me a lot, and I mean all my friends know I don't joke with my bus because I mean we've paid for it as part of our
course.
school fees, so
You better
you
utilize
can
it.
use it any time you want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So knowing the bus stops, knowing where you're going and
Yeah.
stuff, it's really important.
I
Bumi?
think are you now the anchor now? You should let Eva mention.
Oh,
just
that be fine.
just
I
say
can
you love
just-
mentioning my name. You will not die, but it's all right. What I'm trying to say is right. The buses are numbered and named.
yeah.
So you might think the numbers are spectacular, but then the names are different.
Yeah.
Something like that. However, right, the most important thing to me is knowing your own route. Like the first thing to make this easy, when you get in, know the nearest bus stop to your house. First of all,
Yes. Where you live.
at least when you know the nearest bus stop to your house, then from there you can always navigate to anywhere you
Anywhere
want
you
to
want
go.
to go.
And like they said, transit life is a lifesaver for me. And I've been scolded a whole lot of times by my friends.
If he misses his bus,
The
he's taking an
moment
Uber.
I have a problem with this thing, I'm taking a cab. And everybody will be like, it's too much.
Because he has a lot of money.
It's
He's a
not
big
even,
man.
no, it's not even.
If I miss my bus, let me tell you what I do. I'll wait for the next bus. Or I'll look for another bus that's going to, if I have to walk like 5 minutes to the next bus, I would walk. But this big man here,
I'm
whenever
not a
he
big
misses
man.
his bus, he picks an Uber. If you have the money, it's about convenience.
No,
if you have
for
the
me,
money,
right,
if you can afford Uber.
Cold
Cold.
is crazy. Like, I don't like
But I mean,
any
what about when it's-
inconvenience, right?
what about the
the
summer?
moment summer, right? Sun. The moment I see like bus, I would just be like, you know what?
You just pick your Uber.
Like, I'm just paying for convenience.
Yeah.
My
So if
friends
you
will
can
be like,
afford it,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
can.
if you can afford the Uber,
but trust
of
me, it's
course.
pricey.
It's very expensive.
It's not like Africa where Uber, Bolt is
Yeah.
But here you see $30, $35, $40,
Yeah.
$15. So if
And I was told that the taxis are cheaper. Tell me why.
they're not.
Tell me why. So when you get into the taxi, it starts reading for $4.50.
Yes.
It's already that's the like the
Have I
start.
still
starts
picked the
reading.
taxi
That's the
before?
start rate.
Oh.
That's the
Maybe you
lowest
get
rate.
into the taxi.
Starts reading.
for $4.50. and it tells you the amount you're supposed to pay. But then it's also monitored by the traffic lights.
As
and
you're going,
you know how
it keeps
Ghanaian Uber
counting.
works.
Okay.
So it's not like the Uber here. What you see on the app is what you pay.
What you pay, yeah.
And they take it before your trip starts.
Yeah.
But with the taxis, you need to get in the taxi and the meter starts reading.
Oh.
And the problem with, I think, Uber and both, for example, in Nigeria, is they will now give you a price range from
They give you a price
1,000 to
range.
1,005. So they will charge you between that
Between
amount.
that range.
Here, if they tell you that you're paying $13,
That's
it.
what
You're
you
paying
pay.
$15, that's it.
So from my experience, I think the taxis are more expensive because if they tell you it's $7, you get to the
And you
location
can
and then
change.
there was traffic and now there's construction everywhere
But trust
in
me,
the city.
you get to do a whole lot of work walking, and it's good, especially during summer. You can walk 10
Yeah,
minutes.
you can
20
walk.
minutes.
Yeah.
In this
It's
whole
good.
summer,
In the summer, yeah, I've been walking
I
a lot.
actually didn't
Yeah.
pay to my bus pass. I was always
Walking.
Walking, you can walk.
Yeah.
In the summer, you can walk, but in the winter, please don't
You-
try
you
it.
can't.
I've had people that walk 50 minutes, 1 hour.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
see.
you
Some
can
of
only
I actually
just-
walked. I
can
walk to
walk, you
school
can-
every day, summer, winter,
Yours
whenever
is
the
yeah,
weather
because your
is.
school,
cool.
like,
I
your
walk to
school is
school.
close to your
Your house is close to school, so
place.
what do? You want to take a cab from your house to school? Really? Come on.
In the winter, yes, now.
In the winter?
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, I
Ours is
think
very
no. In
close
the
to
winter,
school.
she can't walk to school.
I've been walking to school though, but
Oh,
I'm thinking
during the
I'm
winter?
rethinking my decision because I remember one day walking to school from my house. Hey,
It
I
was
nearly
cold,
died.
yeah.
It was freezing.
Yeah, but it would be like $7, so you're good.
Yeah, I think coming back to what you said, you sometimes walk to school. I
Yes.
think one thing that you also have to take into consideration when you're looking for your accommodation is the proximity
Proximity
to
to
your
school, yeah.
to your school and your workplace.
Mm.
These
How are
two
you
things,
navigating to school from here?
I pick the bus.
Oh, but it's not far, right?
It's not far. My bus stop is just right opposite to my house.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
See,
It's right opposite.
You
to
guys
my
are
house.
lucky. Our bus stop was before, excuse me, was close to our house before, but now it's been moved.
Oh,
they moved the bus
that's
stop.
one. Yeah.
Moved across the road, so you have to
Right.
walk 7 minutes.
It's good.
7
You're getting your
minutes,
steps in.
nah.
It's good.
No,
I
but
actually
I
just
did
walk
my
for a
myself.
minute.
Get
So
your
you have to
steps in.
walk. And
It's good now.
No, but then it was really cool because
It's cool.
No, it's not even
So
about the walk.
mine,
It's
for
time.
instance, my bus feels like I'm picking an Uber. Even
You
when I
know-
even go for groceries,
What bus do you
You just
pick?
pick it.
I pick bus 7.
Yeah,
Bus 7.
it's
Oh.
just
7 is
But
right
bus 7
opposite.
goes to campus.
No, so when I'm going to campus, I pick bus 9,
9.
Parker Ridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
does that go to campus?
Yes,
Oh.
it drops me at
Broad.
Public Service Commission.
Oh, okay.
Then I just walk. Yeah, so I think one thing that we could learn from what Hannah said is proximity to your house and proximity to your workplace is something you have to really
Definitely.
consider. Because I have some friends who ended up staying somewhere in the north because they're paying relatively cheaper there. But when it comes to commuting to work,
you
they're-
take 2 buses,
it
and
takes
that's
2
crazy.
buses. And if you miss one bus, it's indirectly affecting the other bus.
Yeah,
And the buses delay
It
sometimes.
delays sometimes. It delays sometimes. And if you have your work schedule, I mean, you are being paid per hour. So if you go 30 minutes late or 15 minutes, you know that at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you're going to have some
it
reduction.
just
in
doesn't
your
add up,
salary. It wouldn't add up. So for me, proximity to your house and proximity to your workplace, and I mean, proximity from your home to your school and your workplace is very,
Very
very
important.
important. Because you might not see the importance of it until you start and you realize that no, it's actually a difficult thing. Yeah. So, Bumi, would you advise people to stay on campus when they come, like as fresh students, or they should look for like accommodation off campus?
You know, the thing is, right? Currently, it's a two-way thing. School hostels, school accommodation, right, is dynamic. And it's can be pricey, can be expensive. To stay in school than probably get your own accommodation. But due to the current housing crisis, it might now be even better to stay in school. However, you should understand that the freedom you get in your own personal apartment, the rules in school hostel differs. The rules
I
are
think
just,
sometimes it's better for undergrad because
yeah, it's
they
better
have
for
like
undergrads,
regular
yeah.
classes.
Yeah, not.
Unlike
Like-
the
But if you're a
graduate
graduate
student-
student,
you have
and again, I think staying outside school is better for international students. Why? Because cultural differences, rules, and all that. Mastering the city, you don't get to know the city very
If you're
well
on campus
if you're on campus.
all the time. Yeah.
It's better you come and face. It's a new life. It's a new, just come learn directly, The school shelves you, literally, and with the rules, you don't do this, you don't do that, you
And they
don't
close
drink
the
on
doors at
campus, you
11.
don't smoke, you don't. So I think it's better to probably get your own space, and then you learn, you start walking rather than crawling before you walk. And schoolers tell the price, not it for me at all. But for undergrads, especially parents that might stumble on this podcast, I would advise that the kids, sorry, I'm using kids. I'm not that old myself. I'm not old at all. So,
Mummy, how old are you?
I'm very young. Please, I beg you in the name of God. So,
Sorry,
I would think, for undergrads, right? They stay in the school hostels because it's secured, it's protected. The rules are for them, proximity to school and the rest of it. It works better for them.
It's easier for them when they're on
absolutely,
campus,
absolutely.
Sometimes if you have late classes,
and then you get help
classes,
very fast. You have the community assistants and housing staff to help you. So it's better. But as a graduate student, you have passed through all those things. You should be able to take care of yourself. And probably learn how to make food. Not Ghanaian jollof rice, good food.
Not this jollof conversation again. I think you really love Ghanaian
Nana,
jollof.
I'm talking to
I
the
made
people
jollof for you the
watching.
other time. What do you think?
Nana, I'm talking
What do you
to
think? What do you
guys,
think?
I'm talking to
What
the
do you
people
think about the
watching.
jollof I made for you the other
Nana,
time?
I'm talking. You want everybody to know that you.
Yes, Ghanaian jollof. What do you think? Wasn't it nice?
I'm talking to the people.
Wasn't it nice?
People, look at me. I'm saying, if you want
You
to
can't
cook
say
good food,
because it was so delicious.
you can't be a judge in your own case.
How
That's
was
what
it?
lawyers say.
I'm asking you. You didn't say.
I'm not going to say it on this podcast. I'm not going to give you free advice. Please answer your question. Leave me alone.
He just loves Ghana jollof.
I know.
He just
doesn't want to
accept it. He just doesn't want to accept
Just
it. But
say
it's
it.
fine. I mean,
This is
we
a gang
know.
up.
We know
This
you
is-
you love it.
This is a
You
gang
like
up.
it.
Love what?
You love it and you like it. You can't do without Ghana
I would
jollof.
never betray my
Any
country.
day,
Ghana
anytime.
jollof. What is Ghana jollof? I'd rather take Senegal jollof that is like green white green.
Please don't prepare any jollof for him again.
Ever.
Please.
Not gonna happen.
I'm your president. You
So
should
now you're
understand
not
that.
pulling the president card.
I'll remove your name from the list of
The
students.
executive. I'm not
Anyways.
going to.
Right. So, Hannah, what do you think? Would you advise people to stay on campus or off campus, like when they come fresh?
Well, I stay off campus, and I think it's great as a new student, as a new international student. That's what I think. But when I was doing my research towards moving here, I went online, like to the University of Regina website, and searched for housing for like students coming in fresh from like anywhere, and then I found out that it was a bit high, even though I saw that some of the apartments on campus, some of the rooms on campus have a meal plan that comes together with, because they don't have kitchens in there for students to cook. The meal plan was inclusive in the amount you're going to pay. And I felt like as a new student, it would help me because I don't have utensils to cook. I don't even know how to get around with my
I thought you said you
feeding.
wanted to say you don't know how to cook. Guys, Nana is a chef.
I-
A very good one. I hate to say this. I hate to give a
You
Ghanaian
hate
this
to say
compliment,
this.
but she's a
Oh,
good chef. She's a
Yeah.
good chef.
She
So-
does.
thank you,
That's right.
Bumi. It takes a lot.
Of course,
admit
he
to
actually
it.
took a lot. Come on, it took a lot. But the truth, I have to go to heaven. So you will not
Hannah's a
disturb my
very good
heavenly
chef.
race. Yeah,
When she
she
cooks
is.
for you,
When she cooks good meals, though, not
I
Ghanaian
made the
meals.
meat band for you.
Yeah,
I
that's something.
made
When you
jollof for
when you cook normal meals, not
So
wache,
I was looking for-
baku. Sorry, my darling.
I was looking for an accommodation that actually came together with meal plan. But then, come to think of it, I was also thinking about the difference in the food here, because there is like
It's
poutine,
different. Yeah.
there's like so many different meals that I'm not
Yeah,
used to. And coming
fries,
here
burgers.
as a new student, I'm like, okay, I need to get used to. I need to start with the food that I am comfortable with
yeah.
And the
before
many
I
eggs inside.
with many eggs. For me,
Sorry.
we don't eat eggs. We don't only eat eggs in
What?
Ghana.
That's all you eat
No, we eat jollof. We eat everything.
with 7 eggs.
I don't even want to say anything again.
Oh,
So-
sorry.
Miss
Sorry, guys.
always on top
He's
of
always
Ghanaians.
on.
I love Ghana.
We love eggs, but we are not snakes. We don't
love
eat eggs
Ghana.
all the time.
Okay, I agree.
So
For the sake of this podcast.
when I saw that they had that, I wanted to go to campus, but the money was like the price was high. And so I think that anybody coming, if you you have enough money, and now the housing system, like Bumi was saying earlier, it's difficult to find an apartment, and it's getting like expensive as well.
Really
so
expensive.
Just like he said, as an international student, I think it would be best to live off campus to experience the city life, getting to work, because campus closes its doors at 11 p.m.
I guess.
So if you want to go to work
you have like
at 12 a.m.
like evening shift.
Yeah,
they can allow you, but the rules are
just all over the place. So I would advise that people get it's international graduate students, because back in undergrad I was also living off campus, and I felt like it was really convenient. So you have like prior experience on living on your own and getting like your way around things. So if you're a graduate international student, I would advise you to live off campus. But unless you are an undergraduate student when you are like younger and you want to be safe and you want some supervision. Yeah,
I think it's fair. Yeah, I think I would also advise him, if you're coming in, you're fresh, like you're an undergrad, it's more easier for you to just apply to the campus hostel and you get it in. You know, afterwards, even if you are coming as a graduate student and now accommodation is a problem, on campus is expensive, but then that one, you know, you're sure of where you're going. And after a month, I think after a semester is when you can move out. I'm not too sure about that either. Basis, but yeah, it's better off to go there if you have tried every other means and you are not getting because the last thing you want to do is for you to arrive and you don't have like a place to stay. I mean,
it can be crazy.
It can be crazy. And how it is here, and it's not like back in our home country that you can say, oh, my sister is coming to visit me, the person's come to stay. Immediately you stay with the person, maybe for like a week, you have to pay extra to your landlord. So
utilities.
You might be inconveniencing your friend because he might have to pay something to your landlord. Exactly. Yeah. So I think that's about it. So we're moving on to like how you can open a bank account as an international student here. And I think one important thing you have to get before you open a bank account is your SIN. If you don't have your SIN, you can open your account. So I think the day I went for my SIN, the same day I walked straight to Royal Bank. RBC is actually close to where I did my SIN, and I opened my account. So I think before you open an account, please make sure you have your SIN. Then you go and you open your bank account. And when I opened my SIN, I was told that it's something confidential to you. You just don't get it.
Just like your BVN in Nigeria. Nigerians, you have your BVN, and
what does BVN stand for?
I think your bank verification number.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys have. I'm very sure you guys don't have anything like that in Ghana. But
why would you like?
You have your BVN. Let's even ask you your question before you answer. In every Nigerian.
So because we don't have BVN, so what? Like,
I'm not even shading. You're shading yourself.
No. So what does it mean? Like, does it take anything from us because we don't have BVN?
Nana, Nigerians have what we call spectacular BVNs for every citizen.
Spec what?
You know, no, they don't call it like that. Just BVN, just like SIN in Canada, right? Okay. So I don't know if you guys have something like that, but that's some form of data. No, I'm very sure you guys don't. So
you're very sure we don't. I don't think, but it's not a bad thing. We don't need that.
Bad or
we
good.
Have Ghana. We have an identification number.
Yeah, we have.
It's for everything. We don't need a lot of things.
Do you have Nigeria card?
Of course, yes. You have your identity. We call it national
card is not even an
card.
ECOWAS card. You can't just get up and show your card and go anyway.
But then your
BVN talk about Ghana card, please.
Makes them trace fraudulent.
Ghana card is a big thing in Ghana. We have Ghana cards.
How many are you people in that Ghana self? So, Ghana card.
Finish your thing before. Let's finish this episode.
All right. So what I'm saying is, right. First of all, I have two things to say here, right, about banking. First of all, when you go to your bank, do you know you can negotiate the amount of credit on your credit card?
I didn't know that.
Yes,
well,
I didn't know
recently,
until one of my friends got $2,000 on his credit card, and I had 1,000. I didn't know that you could tell them
that you can increase it.
that just to increase my credit line. I need more on
Do
that.
you need to prove something like?
No, really, just speak. See, if you're watching this podcast, right, I've gotten so many things that are not on paper by just asking, can I have more of this?
Yeah.
Can you change this? Is this possible? Here, if you don't ask for it, you get nothing. They will just tell you, read the papers, this is what you have. And I made that mistake. Now I want to increase my credit limit and I have to be bringing employment rubbish and all that.
So you have to do that,
just do it at the initial
stage.
stage. Also, right, if you're to avoid fraudulent whatever, like I was a victim at some point, please don't
me
too.
please don't cash in checks that you're not sure of the source, right? And to be safe, you can cash in checks from your phone, from your bank app here. Don't do it on your bank app. Just take it to the bank. They would verify it before. And the problem here, unlike in Africa, if you take a dude check to the bank, they will know. They'll just, if you lodge a dude check, they'll give you the money. Until a week after or 3 days after, that's when they will spot that it's so it's easy to maneuver. So I would advise strictly that most of the things you do in your bank should actually be in the bank all for the first few weeks. Especially transactions you're not aware of. They can easily flag your account here, especially if you have a large amount of money coming into your account once from Africa. They spot that clearly. So you might want to be careful doing that. Your data, everything. And just this thing happened in February, right? And do you know that I was trying to do a transaction with my bank last week, and when the lady was talking me through the process, I was like, so date and so month you had this, like, so this thing is on my record, really.
Of course.
So you might want to be really big. Everything you do here, from if you're driving and you stop at a red or you pass a
red light,
it's on your record. Everything
Forever.
is just everything is on your records. Bankruptcy, if you engage in any fraudulent activity, if you beat the light, if you assault anyone, it's on your record because you just have one SIN number that is tied to you. So you might want to be careful when you open, and you can open multiple bank accounts. Also, you might want to be careful with that too, because it might affect your credit scores. These are some mistakes some of us made. But then, for me, I would argue that all the banks basically are the same. RBC, TD, Scotia, and the rest of it. But you can always choose your preference. You can open multiple bank accounts. Yeah. I think
when you come to usually in fall, fall is the time that most people come, start school. Yeah. So there are always good packages, because I remember when I opened my RBC, it was no, I don't pay any maintenance fee.
One of my friends got a tablet.
Oh,
yeah. I've had people got tablets. I've had people got AirPods. I've had people got phones.
Oh,
really?
Wow. Yes.
From opening an account.
Yes.
And you need to give referral. When
you should ask them.
I got $50 gift card from Scotiabank.
I got $70 from RBC.
Oh, so I'm the only one.
The thing is, right?
I think I referred someone.
Just ask. Ask. Okay, I'm a student, or I'm an international, or I'm just coming a PR, whatever. Are there offers that I can benefit from?
Yeah.
In fact, they might have one of these stores in their store, and the guy, your financial advisor, might just be a cool deal. I'm like, okay, I can give you this and all that. So ask, talk. They smile at you. They are there to serve you. So just ask as much as you can.
Okay, Hannah, how about you? How was your experience?
So when I got here, after I did my SIN, I was thinking just like Ghana. Ghana, they are always chasing you to open bank accounts with the banks, come and open an account. So I thought, I can just walk in any bank and
yes, and their banks here open on Saturdays
and register.
Sorry. Their banks here open on Saturdays.
Ghana banks open on Saturdays.
Oh, finally a good thing.
Finally a good thing, really. So I just walked in and I told them that, I want to open a student account, and they were like, I need to book an appointment and come on another day to come and do to come and open the bank account. So I did that. I came like I think a day or two afterwards, and I came with my study permit, my passport, and my lease, I like every other thing. And then they put me through the whole process, and they told me I didn't know, like Bumi said, I didn't know I could ask for an extension, like an increase in my credit limit. Yeah, so my bank gave me $1,000 credit card. And another thing to, like, a little advice to give to international students, as when I came out, like, I don't want a credit card because I don't want to owe anybody. I don't want to, but you need to build your credit score as an international, as like an immigrant here in Canada, because if you want to buy anything, they go back and check your credit score. How well are you paying your debt and everything. So you might think twice about not getting a credit card. Because everybody, I think some transactions actually ask for your credit card here.
Yeah, sometimes
you need a credit card.
Prefer
a credit card to track your transactions. So yeah, so that's what I did, and they opened an account for me. A friend of mine went with me, so he got a gift card, a $50 gift card, and I got a gift card as well.
Oh, because you referred.
So
him.
because he referred me to the bank, so we both got $50. So if you are an international student and you want some cool cash, refer a friend to refer another friend and get some gift cards for groceries. Yeah.
I think there are some basic requirements you need for your bank account. You need your SIN number. You need as an international student. You need your passport, your study permit, and your tenancy agreement. I think these are the basic ones that you need. And I think some of the banks will take you a picture. If not, you have to take your passport picture. Yeah, so I think these are what you need to get your bank, and it's important to get it there and then when you come, because when you get any student job, they will require your bank account to make your payment into you.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, you can always exchange your cash at the counter at the bank. It's not Ghana cedis, dollars.
Is it Naira?
Don't talk about Nigeria.
Is it Naira? Is it Naira? So why are you making it seem like then, Ghana cedis is...
Oh my God. Another important thing is, don't change your currencies at the airport. I wouldn't advise it, except you want it. It's just an advice. Yeah, it's an advice. It's better to do it at the bank, because the bank will give you a better exchange rate than what you get at the airport or maybe anywhere else around the territory and all that. So it's better to bring it to the bank. It's even safer, counterfeiting and the rest of it. So change your currencies at the bank. They give you the best rates, not Ghana cedis, as I was saying. Apologies, my dear Ghanaians.
Okay.
But basically, that's it for me. Of course, there's nothing to comment about.
So I think we're just coming to the end of this episode. But if you have any final advice for our prospective students,
I think my final advice is, I can't wait to see you guys, especially the ones coming from Ghana. I can't really wait to see you guys.
You can't wait to see more Ghanaians. Wow.
I said I did not say more Ghanaians. I said the people watching this podcast specifically. I can't wait to see. It's awesome in here. The growth is organic, and a few tumblings here and there, but it's a good place. So I can't wait to see you guys.
Right. Hannah.
What I would say
you should also say you can't wait to see the Nigerians.
I can't wait to see Ghanaians, more Ghanaians.
You don't even want to see.
I beg.
You don't want to see.
I can't wait to see my fellow Ghanaians who are coming, especially those who are coming to Regina specifically. What I would also add is that as an international student, if you're going to a new place, check LinkedIn, reach out to people for help. Some will not respond, some would respond. So you never know if you don't ask. Yeah. So go on there, search for your university of, like, maybe if it's Memorial, search Memorial University, look through if you see a Ghanaian name, you would know a Ghanaian. So check
just
through
send
the
him
list.
to any African you see. Must he be Ghanaian?
Okay. Why didn't you say it when you had a chance to say?
Sorry.
I am saying what I did that worked for me.
Perfect.
So please reach out to people for help online. There are people who are willing to help. And additionally, to when you're coming to Regina, don't forget to go to the e-health or wherever you're going to look for the health center there and go for your health card. It's very important. As an international, you never know when you are going to fall sick. You never know that the change in weather can affect your health. and you can get any, not malaria, but you can get like a flu or anything like that. So you need a health card, and they'll ask for it anywhere you go to, if you go to a hospital, I mean. So you need a health card. So make sure you make inquiries about that, and then you get it done.
Right. Thank you very much. And for me, I mean, I can't wait for anybody who is willing, I mean, getting ready to come, be it Ghanaian, be it Nigerian. I mean, anybody
You're
watching this
playing the
podcast.
devil's advocate.
Yeah, so that's where we end today's episode. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Please remember to tell a friend and tell a friend about hacks and wins. It's bye for now.